Hey, what's up guys, nothingwired.com, and we are so excited to bring you an exclusive hands-on of the brand new red hot and one of the most anticipated phones this year, the HTC One M8. It's a brilliant looking device. It's launched just now in US, New York and in the UK simultaneously. We have the gunmetal grey version in our hand. You also get the silver and a brilliant gold tone, by the way. The grey version is my personal favorite because it kind of oozes class and that attitude for me. Many consider the HTC One to be the best device last year, and the M8 really builds up on that legacy. On front you have the brilliant 5-inch Full HD display with Gorilla Glass 3 protection. You see the boom speakers there. On top you have the sensors and the autofocus front camera. You will also have the soft keys on the screen there, like the Nexus device or like the HTC One, the original one. And on the left side now, for the first time, you have a micro SD card slot that supports up to 128 GB, a micro USB 2.0 port and 3.5mm jack below. Then on the right side you have the volume rocker and space for your micro SIM card. And then on top you would see a big IR area and your power button. Behind you have the ultra pixel camera with a dual tone LED flash for better color reproduction, and it also has the iconic dual camera arrangement. Now on top is just a what you call a depth sensor that actually senses, or that kind of can see the difference between you and the background, so that it kind of creates various effects. It separates the depth, it separates the you from the background, so that does not actually take photos standalone. It totally made of metal, but then it feels very light, and you'll see that the back cover, that metal, it's of course not removable. It kind of covers the whole front housing, so it's actually two pieces. The front housing goes inside the back cover. That gives the phone that much more rigidity and strength. The battery again is non-removable. Brilliant device, nice brushed metal look, certainly one of the most premium devices I've seen. Now let's check out some of the quick tech specs here. The HTC One M8, as it's popularly called, is powered by Android 4.4.2 and the brilliant Sense 6 UI. And no, we're not gonna switch it on like that. We're gonna double tap on the screen and it switches on automatically. That's one of the new feature on the Sense 6. You can also swipe on the sleeve to browse between home pages. How cool is that? You see, you can browse from left to right to go to Blink feed, and then from the other side to go to one of those home pages. Your notification bar and quick function toggle bar there. You can also edit those and sort them according to how you like them to be. That's Google Now, and that's your recent app menu. You can go to any app from there, or you can delete all of them at once right from there. The app dock is customizable, and you can also create folders, by the way. That's the main app menu. It has lots of apps but not many bloatware. Thankfully, the HTC One came with a lot of bloatware, but this one mainly has the essential apps, the default Google apps, and the tools like Gallery, Mail, Calendar and stuff, and then some of HTC's in-house apps. Let's check out the settings. It supports NFC. It also supports HTC Mini collaboration. That you can personalize the home screen, wallpapers, and you can also manage how many home pages you want. You can add a hell lot of accounts there. See, all kind of accounts you can add. Certainly an extensive list. Supports various gestures. You see G sensor calibration and stuff, all the other usual settings as well. Now as I told you, it comes with Android 4.4.2 and Sense 6. We don't know about the complete new features of Sense 6, and we're gonna tell you or show you a demo of Sense 6 in depth when this guy comes to our lab for full review. Very smooth, as expected to be, powered by a 2.5 GHz Snapdragon 801 processor. One of the new features that came with Sense 6 is the color-coded different apps. There you see red, blue and green, just to make it easier to recognize various apps and tools that you're using at the same time. Now let's check out some of the apps. First we have the calendar, color-coded blue, and you can create your new calendar entries like this. Pretty usual though. The gallery of the HTC One M8 brings the same HTC One's brilliant album style. You can arrange them in album according to location or timeline. You get that sense of that 30-second highlights that summarizes your album, tell the whole story in like that few seconds. It also has Zoe that was introduced with the HTC One. It's not set up yet. You can also share your media via an extensive range of way or media, let's say Google Plus, or you have Picasa, Bluetooth, by LAN, and send to WeChat and Google Drive and whatnot. An extensive list of way to share your media out there. Brilliant. Everything is arranged so playfully. It really rocks. The album, by the way, is color coded red. You can play the highlight, or you can share the highlight also as a movie. You can also go to edit in a single picture, and then you can do a lot of stuff that are new on Sense 6 and right now only available on HTC One M8. This is called U-Focus, and that's where your secondary camera on back comes into play. There, see, you can just tap on the figure and you can actually blur the rest of the photo, because the secondary camera on the back side detects the depth, and it now knows it detects your human figure and knows that the rest of the area is supposed to be the background. Again, the same application here. You can change the background. You can also create various nice seasons, snow, maple leaf and whatnot, fun seasons. You can of course make these movies, and these are actually JPEGs. Then you also have a 3D view. When you tilt your phone, you can see the photo is also tilting. You cannot see this effect on your PC, by the way. This is only for the phone. And then you can create some standard effects from there. This is one of the main feature of Sense 6. The way you can customize your photos is very powerful. Then you have Zoe. Now you all know what Zoe is, and we're gonna demonstrate them to you in a bit detail when this guy comes to us for full review. You have the ultra pixel camera right there. It's now called duo camera, as you can see here, because it has the depth sensor. And again, clicking still is very smooth and almost no lag. You see, you have various modes like still, and now we're into video mode. Recording, you can also click stills during video recording. You have the Zoe camera, you have selfie, which brings the front camera to effect, and you can have a timer when you use the front camera. The front camera, by the way, is autofocus, and it can autofocus on your subject, and because you have the timer, you have that slight amount of time to get ready when you're clicking a selfie. You see, 1-2 seconds, and then it clicks the front camera. You have a 360-degree panorama view. Yeah. I'll have to learn how to do that really. You have some extensive settings. Now we are in auto mode. You have a number of modes, even a manual mode there. You have low light mode and image stabilization, your ISO that goes up till 1600, the exposure compensation scale, your auto white balance, and then some filters and stuff, CPI and vivid, yeah, and whatnot. Then your system settings. You can geotag photo, you can crop, you can choose to have grids, which I personally prefer. Then you can have a review duration, your self timer, continuous shooting, and you have your camera options here, and then you can choose what your volume button does. Yeah. So we have switched on the continuous camera, and clicks pretty fast, but not exactly like what HTC promises. HTC promises 11 FPS. Then comes your music. Again, very beautifully laid, everything color coded orange. We love the color coded, the color coding concept here. That's how it looks. Of course, you can update or you can download your album arts. In fact, HTC tells us that you can also listen to a song while browsing through the lyrics, because it can download the lyrics also. There you see your lyrics part is ticked, so whenever it's downloading the information, you can choose the information that you want it to download. That also includes lyrics along with album arts and more. Your FM radio here, which still does not play without your earphones plugged in. What else? Your default Google apps out there. Some popular third-party apps like Facebook, Twitter, WeChat, Polaris Office and stuff. Pretty big. Phone dialer. Let's check out the browser now. The default browser, and there nothing wired. Our site is open. You see it renders it almost desktop grade. The pinching zoom is perfect. Very smooth. Yeah. We also tried out the HTML5 test, and it scores great, 431, although not the greatest. And then you have your usual settings and desktop views and stuff. So that's the browser, and then you have the brilliant Blink feed. You have your highlights there. You can also go to individual feeds, and then you can also search the keyword that you want to have or want to see news of in the future. So let's say, for example, we want to see this keyword, this particular keyword. It's gonna search this, yeah, and then you can add it to Blink feed, and there's it's got subscribed to that particular keyword, and now it's updating. And if you have news related to the keyword that you've just feed into it, then you will see news related to that particular keyword. Otherwise, you can see on that custom topic there. See, Blink feed is a brilliant innovation that came with the HTC One. The HTC One M8 also comes with a dot view cover. It's all rubberized on the front and plastic on the back, and the dots kind of shows you the information in a brilliant and funky psychedelic way. You can see there. You cannot swipe, of course, here, and I just hope they don't deposit dirt on the screen because of the dots here, as we know the Indian conditions here. Yeah, so that's our HTC One M8, brilliant and beautiful. It's gonna be available in India in April 3rd week as HTC promises, and we just hope it does not get delayed like the original HTC One did. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more such awesome content in future. Thank you.